Hey, this is another exciting tutorial where I will be teaching you how to do frequency separation. Okay, frequency separation is your ability to separate the skin texture from your skin tone in such a way that you can work on the skin texture separately on a different layer and work on the skin tone on a different layer. Okay, so you can make the skin very smooth and then with a lot of details, a lot of texture to make it look very real. Okay, if you still don't understand what I'm explaining, I'm saying how you can take your picture from what you're seeing on your screen to what you are going to see now, which is this. Okay, so how to take your picture from this to this. Look at how rich the texture is. Look at how good the texture is. Okay, so now let us start. Let me delete this layer so that we can work on this from scratch. Okay, so this is the original image. So the next thing you want to do, or let me say the first thing you want to do, is to duplicate this layer 2 times. Okay, so press Ctrl J twice. Okay, so rename the first layer as skin tone. This is not necessary, but just for you to understand what we are doing, that's why I'm renaming the layers. Okay, so this is our texture layer up here, this is our skin tone layer down here. So remove the visibility of the texture layer so that we can work on the skin tone layer first before we come back to the texture layer. Okay, so add Gaussian blur to your skin tone layer under filter, under blur. This is Gaussian blur. Okay, so keep increasing the radius of the blur until it gets to the point where the texture of the skin are almost invisible. Okay, I think this is good enough for me. Okay, press OK, and then the next thing you want to do is to select your mixer brush. Okay, and then make sure this is the setting you are using for your mixer brush, as this is the best setting that will give you the best result. Okay, so this is the setting that I use for my mixer brush. Make sure you are using the same setting for your mixer brush also. Now after you have done the setting, then start brushing on the skin of your model. Okay, but then you must carefully brush so that you do not damage the skin. Okay, what I'm saying is, if you brush carelessly, you might have something like this, which is not good. Okay, so let us undo this and continue to brush carefully. Please, this is the time where you subscribe to my YouTube channel to support me. That is the only way. This is the only way you can support me. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share this video. Okay, after brushing over the skin, it will look blurry, but don't worry, that is what you need. Okay, so just make sure the whole skin is smooth and is good to go. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to turn on the texture layer up here. Okay, and then desaturate it in any way you can. Okay, you can use the black and white tool. You can use the hue and saturation tool to desaturate this layer completely. You need it to look like this, like white and black. Okay, and then after having the texture layer in white and black like this, the next thing you want to do is to change this to either you use overlay or you use linear light. But I prefer to use overlay because I feel like sometimes linear light is too harsh for the skin. Okay, the texture it gives me at the end of everything is always too harsh. Okay, so I prefer to use overlay, but linear light too will give you the same results. Okay, so overlay on this layer, this texture layer. Okay, now go to filter. Under this section, look for high pass. Okay, select it and just press OK. Okay, the next thing you want to do to have more details on the skin is to duplicate this layer. Okay, and then add a little bit of Gaussian blur to the duplicated layer so that the texture is not too harsh on the skin. Okay, can reduce the radius until you have something Very, very good. Okay, press OK. And now we are good to go. Okay, so you can just merge all this together, and then after merging it together, because this effect we have created now, we don't want it to be applied to the eyes, to the lips, and to the hair of the model. We don't want it applied. Okay, so you can rather merge all these layers together and erase it from the hair, the eyes, the lips, which is better for me. Or you can just group them, mask them, and then brush the mask on the skin alone. Now, everything I've been explaining since, this is what I'm saying. So, step number 1, you can either group them and then mask it. Okay, and then press Ctrl I to hide it, and then select ordinary brush, not mixer brush, ordinary brush. Then select white color here, and then start brushing over the skin. Make sure you brush over the skin alone. Okay, avoid the lips, the hair, and the eyes. So look at how good the skin looks now and how real it looks. Look at the texture that we now have. Okay, and if you look at this carefully, you will still find some skin spots. Intentionally, I left this spot on the lips to add more realness to the whole picture. Okay, so this is how you do frequency separation from scratch. This is our before and this is our after. Before and this is our after. Look at how good the texture is. Please, once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment and share. Turn on the notification button so that you get an alert whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much. I will see you soon in the next tutorial.